When you write your content, when you create your content, you have to focus not on the product, but on the transformation your ideal client is already looking for on social media. No person, no one goes on social media to look for a product. We go for to make connections. We go for experiencing transformations through those connections. I want to talk today about 5 questions you should ask yourself if you want your content to stand out. You are a business person, you are an entrepreneur, you are a visionary. Today, we don't need to say, or we cannot overemphasize on the fact that social media is a big opportunity for business people to build their brand, to reach more people, to grow their visibility, and to increase their sales. In fact, many studies have shown that companies who engage in digital transformation make 3 times more sales than those who didn't engage in digital transformation. It means that it's very powerful. Today in this video, I want to share with you 5 questions that will help you stand out with your content. Because to leverage social media, you have to understand that as a business person, you have to become a content creator, a powerful content creator, because it is with your content that you will be able to grab people's attention. You will be able to build trust with your audience, and you'll be able to turn them into powerful clients. That is very important. Today, in this era we are living in, content creation is not just for some kinds of people. Every business person has to know that you need to become a content creator. If you are not a content creator, you will fail in life. You will not be able to get most of what belongs to you. And today we want to share about that. I want to share about 5 questions. 5 questions. Many times people ask me, how do you do to be so prolific when it comes to creating content? How do you do to stay inspired? How do you do to make your content stand out? Today, these 5 questions will help you achieve just that. Now, let's dive in. The first question I want you to ask yourself, why? First of all, let me go back again. Let me go back again because I think it's very important. To stand out in a noisy market, you have to be different. To stand out in a competitive market, you have to position yourself in a different way, because the more you are like other brands, the more you will be invisible. If you want to stand out, you have to be different, because the only place where nobody can compete with you as a person and as a brand and even as a business, it is in the domain of what makes you unique. And what makes you unique is what I call your difference. You have to capitalize on your difference. You have to leverage your difference. You have to build on your difference. You have to position yourself on social media through your content based on what differentiates you from other people. That is the main word. That is the key word here. That is the key concept: differentiation. You have to be different. Different is beautiful. Different is attractive. Different is compelling. Different helps you stand out. It is very important. You will not stand out by imitating others. You can be inspired by other brands, but you have to find what makes you unique as a person, what makes you unique as a brand, what makes you unique as a company, what makes your product unique, and you have to position yourself that way. That is the only place where nobody can compete with you, because nobody has your story, nobody has your way of doing things, nobody has your mission, nobody has what you have. You are unique as a person, and you are unique as a business. And many business people fail to understand that their business is unique. Why does your business is unique? Or why does your business unique? Your business is unique simply because, do you have an answer? No. Your business is unique. She's just looking at me like that. Your business is your, your business is unique because your business is an extension of yourself. Your business is unique because it is an extension of yourself. Your business is you. You are the soul of your business, and you cannot differentiate or you cannot separate yourself totally from your business, because you are the soul of your business. And if you are unique, then your business is unique. If you are unique, then your brand is unique. If you are unique, then your product is unique, because all of that come from you. And that is very powerful. So the questions I'm about to give you to help you stand out with your content, to build a powerful brand, to increase your visibility, to grow your trust factor, and to increase your sales, those 5 questions are based on the fact that you have to bring out into the marketplace what makes you unique, what makes you different from other people, in order to stand out, to become attractive, to become compelling, to become persuasive, and to become relevant. Okay? Now, the first question I want you to understand and to ask yourself and to give and to find the answer is who? That is the first question. Who? And when I'm talking about who here, I'm talking about your ideal client. I'm talking about your target. Who are you serving? And I want you to understand this simple but powerful truth. You are not there for everyone. Your brand is not for everyone. Your product is not for everyone. What you are carrying, what you have, what you are producing is for a selected few who are already looking for what you have. And your job is to become findable. Your job is to make their search easy, because it will be easy for them to find you, to recognize you, to trust you, and to be attracted to you. So your first question, if you want the content to stand out, to build a powerful brand and increase your sales, is to answer this question: who is my ideal client? Many people don't want to do that, but I want to tell you this is very important. It reminds me a story that happens in the Bible. Is Jesus who was sending his disciples into new territories, and he gave them something very important as recommendation. He gave them this recommendation. He said to them, go straight to the lost sheep of Israel. Go straight to the lost sheep of Israel. And he emphasize on the fact that you should not go to the Samaritans. You should not go to the other cities. Go straight to the lost sheep of Israel. Jesus, even in his time, knew the power of defining who is your target, who is your market, who is your ideal client. When you know who is your target, you will refine your content to that specific ideal client. And that is the first question you have to ask yourself. I told you this. Your business is an extension of you, of your vision, and who you are. And who you are, has to do also with the people you are called to serve. We are here on earth as people, as brands, as businesses, as companies, to serve. We are not here just to acquire resources. Well, our first job, our purpose as people, as businesses, is to serve. And you have to ask yourself, who am I called to serve? What is my target? Who is my ideal client? It will help you in your content creation to know to who you are talking to. You are not called to serve everyone. The moment you try to serve everyone, to please everyone, at that very moment, you have already failed. You have to understand that. And I'm referring myself, for those who watch me, I'm referring myself most of the time in the book of the law that people call the Bible, because it is very important for you to understand that the most influential person on that the earth ever known, who built the most powerful organization that the earth ever known, that is Jesus Christ, knew the power of focusing on one target. One day a lady came to him, and that lady was not from Israel. That lady was a Syrophoenician woman, and she wanted Jesus to come and heal a son, a baby. And Jesus said something to her: I was sent to the lost sheep of Israel. I wasn't sent to you. You have a problem? Yes. You have an issue? Yes. You want me to solve the problem of your baby? Yes. But I'm called to serve firstly the lost sheep of Israel. It was focused. Jesus has a target. Jesus on earth, at the moment he were on earth, was focusing on one target. You cannot serve everyone. You have to find your target. What is your target? Other people call it your niche. What is your ideal client? Who is that person you were called to serve? You have to answer that question, because it will be translated in your content. And as you will start sharing your content with that ideal client in your mind, your content will become relevant to that client or to that persona. It is very important for you to understand that. The second question you have to ask yourself is what? And when we talk about what here, we are talking about the result, the transformation. What result do you want to bring to your target? What transformation? And I want you to be careful here. I'm not talking about your product. I'm not talking about your service. Because in fact, let me tell you this, the market doesn't care about your product. The market doesn't care about your service. The market only cares about the result he or she wants. And if you can talk the language of the market, if you can talk in such a way that your ideal client will be able to recognize that that is the voice I was looking for, your content will stand out. Your content will make impact, because you understand that my ideal client doesn't go on social media to find my product. He is looking, or she is looking, for a transformation, maybe in their relationship, maybe in their wealth, maybe in their health, maybe in their business, maybe in their ministry, maybe in their project. They are looking for a transformation. It can be moving away from a pain, or it can be moving toward a pleasure or a desire. It's about a transformation. And when you ask yourself what, we are talking about that result and that transformation you want to bring to your target audience. You want to bring to your ideal client. When you write your content, when you create your content, you have to focus not on the product, but on the transformation your ideal client is already looking for on social media. No person, no one goes on social media to look for a product. We go to make connections. We go for experiencing transformations through those connections. And you have to position yourself through your content as that business person who can help them achieve that. So you do not focus on your product, you focus on the result that your product brings. You focus on the transformation that your product produces. And if you do that, you will see how your content will easily stand out. And when I'm talking about standing out, I'm talking about standing out for your ideal client, because do not forget, you are not here to serve everyone. Even Apple doesn't serve everyone. There are billions of people who are not clients of Apple. You have to understand that. You are not here for everyone. So you have to create content that are valuable, attractive, and persuasive to your ideal client. And you focus on the transformation, the result that your product or your service will produce or will bring to that person. That is very important. The third question you have to ask yourself is why? Why here talk about your purpose? Why are you in business? Why are you creating content? Why did you create or launch that business? What is your why? Studies have shown, Simon Sinek wrote a powerful book called Start With Why. In that book, it demonstrates that companies which stand out are companies which know their why, stand for their why, and function according to their why. You have to know your why, the reason of your existence, the reason you launched that business. Because when through your content you start sharing your why, you are talking to your prospect or to your audience at an emotional level. When you start talking about why you do what you do, why you create what you create, it touches the emotions of your audience. And we know, all of us, that people buy based on emotions and they justify with logic. And when we start talking about why, you are touching the spiritual part of your marketplace, the spiritual part of your ideal clients or their ideal client, the emotional part. And at that moment, a connection is made. Yes. When you start communicating your content based on your purpose, you start appealing or you start touching that spiritual and emotional part of your ideal client. And there is where the connection is made. So you have to ask yourself, why am I doing what I am doing? Why am I creating this content? Why did I start this business? Why did I launch it? It has to do with something. Your purpose always has to do with something that goes beyond just money. Your purpose has to do with something that has to do with people. And it is based on a story and experience you had. And that experience shaped the way you look at life. And from that moment, you have decided that you will serve your market this way based on that experience. You have to answer that. Why? That is your purpose. The fourth question that will help you stand out with your content is how? How am I going to produce the result I want to produce in the life of my ideal client? How? It talks about the vehicle, the tool you will be using, the formula, the mechanism, the process. How will you do that? It's very powerful. You know who, the person you are called to serve. You know what, the transformation and the results you want to produce in their lives or in their businesses or their relationships or their health. You know why? Because there is something that happened to you in the past that put you in on that track where you have decided to become a servant for that group of people, and it became your why. And when you communicate based on your why, you touch the emotion and the spiritual part of your ideal client. Now, how will you achieve that? What is your process? And at that level also, you have to be unique, because you are already unique in your why, because no one has your why. You are already unique with your result. You are already unique with your who. Now you have also to be unique with your how, your unique mechanism, your unique process, your unique formula, your unique vehicle, your unique tool. How will you proceed? How will you do? What process will you be using to achieve that result? You have to answer that, because all those different questions are different sources of inspiration that you will be using in creating content. And because those questions help you to find something or things that are different about you and your brand, automatically your content will stand out, because your content will be based on your uniqueness and on your difference. How? It is the fourth question you have to ask yourself. And the last question is where. Where talks about the vision. Where are we going? The purpose is the origin, is the reason why you do what you are doing. It talks about the experience, the stories you had or you experienced in the past that led you into that path where now you sense in your mind and in your heart that you are called to do something very powerful for people. Now, when I'm talking about where, I'm talking about the vision. Beyond the transformation, where are you leading them to? It talks about your leadership. As a business person, know what this. Successful business people are not just business people. They are not just business people, they are leaders. And they lead with their content. And they lead people toward a vision that is bigger than themselves, that is bigger than their current situation, that is bigger than the transformation they are looking for, that is bigger than the bottom line. You have to find your vision. That is very important. Martin Luther King had a vision. He had a dream. He had a dream. Very powerful dream. And that dream came from his purpose, because he found in the experience he had, in the experience his people had, that he was called to do something. He found in those experiences his why, and that why led him to create and to cast a compelling vision that is expressed in that speech, I have a dream. And that dream was so powerful. And today the world has changed. The United States of America has changed based on that dream. He was a leader. A leader cannot be a leader without a vision that comes from a strong why. And you also, you have to go beyond money. You have to go beyond the result. You have to cast a compelling vision. Companies who move masses or who change lives are companies who have a strong vision based on a powerful why. Where are you leading them? It's about leadership. It's not just about the product. It's not just about the transformation. It is about something where it's about a destination where you are leading them, something greater than themselves, something greater than their own desires, something greater than just the transformation, something very powerful. It talks about the vision. These are the 5 questions. Those 5 questions are related, or those 5 questions are there to help you uncover your difference and translate that difference in your content. Someday you can create a content based on your why. Another day you can create a content based on your where. Another day you can create a content based on your who. Another day you can create your content based on your what. Another day you can create a content based on your how. Another day you can make a combination of why, how, and who. Or you can make a combination of where, why, and who. All of that are very powerful. And each of these questions are powerful source of inspiration, and they can help you, and they will help you if you put it into practice. They will help your content to stand out. That is why it is very important for you to understand those questions, to reply to those, to give answer, powerful answers to those questions, and to start looking at them to get the inspiration to create content as a business person, because you are not called to serve everyone. You are called to a selected few who are already looking for you, and your job is to make their search easy. Your job is to become findable. That is what I wanted to share with you. I hope you've got a lot of value from this. It was a pleasure for me to have you here. It was Zoe from Cameroon. Leave us your comment, leave us your question, and subscribe to our platform, to our channel. Hit that bell for for future notifications. And as I usually say, it was Zoe from Cameroon, and I wish you success.